Thanks. Okay. How does one follow Rod Bremner?
Not too close.
I will say one thing, though, Rod. I love you. So I thought I would touch upon actually a couple of things that Rod touched upon, which is so the progress over time, sort of historically, in studying aspects of vision science and research, and also sort of put in perspective of the kinds of things that I'm excited about for the future of vision research. And I think I'd start by saying, giving a little bit of a history lesson. In the 18th century, there were a number of European scientists, Charles Bonnet and Lazzaro Spallanzani, people who were studying regeneration. And what they were able to find out is that if you actually chop off a limb from an animal or a head from a very small animal creature, it can regenerate. The entire head can be remade all over again, or the entire limb can be remade all over again. And you might have already heard about this with regards to small newts, amphibians that can regenerate limbs, and this is a problem that is actually astonishing. How do you actually regenerate a head or a limb from an animal? Now, of course, not all animals can do this, but wouldn't it be wonderful to figure out how they can do this? This is the 18th century, and so you can imagine how much time has elapsed, and ever since that time, we have continually been fascinated with this problem of tissue regeneration. And ever since that time, we've also been extremely hopeful that we could someday figure out how this all works so we can apply it to regeneration in a number of different tissues. And what's especially exciting for me is trying to apply that to the retina. I would say that we're closer now than any other time in history in figuring out this mystery of retinal regeneration. And yes, it's true that some animals can regenerate their retina. In fact, some of you may have these animals at home as pets, goldfish or zebrafish. These animals, if you damage their retina, can make new photoreceptors or new ganglion cells. How do they do this? We have no idea. But we're much closer than we were years ago to understanding this problem. And it only comes through funding research, basic research, peer-reviewed research, as Rod mentioned. Now, we know in the case of fish that can regenerate their retina, that neural stem cells are important for this process. And we're coming close to trying to figure out how the stem cells actually do this. All of you have heard about stem cells. It's plastered in the news all the time. And we have some fantastic scientists in the foundation that study concepts in biology of stem cells and relate it to some of their research. But how do stem cells actually do this? We really don't know. We know that they can, but we don't know what the mechanism is. What are the genes that control this process? And wouldn't it be great if we can actually figure out what the genes are so we can tap into it? The foundation supports research in my lab, and we use zebrafish to try to understand the way the retina, the zebrafish retina, can make new neurons in their retina. They do this throughout their entire life. The retina tends to grow continuously in many different fish, and they're making new cells, and those cells get integrated into a circuit, and they're functional. If you damage the retina, you do this nasty thing with in some fish experiments where you shine a bright light for a very long time, and it burns out their photoreceptors. And in 1 month, they're all back, and the fish can see again. How do they do this? I don't know, but I want to figure it out. Do humans have retinal stem cells? I can say, probably with some qualification, that the answer is yes. But are stem cells in humans active? Do they make new neurons? Can they regenerate a retina? And so far, we're not sure about this. There is some recent evidence that suggests that maybe they're active, but we really don't know for sure, and we really need to understand this problem. Can the stem cells regenerate in the human retina? And this is the ultimate question, at least for the particular field that I study. And many labs are engaged in this type of research, and the foundation actually supports labs like mine and others that are interested in this particular type of problem. So my dream is to take advantage of the lessons that we learn from animals like zebrafish or goldfish or some of these others. Learn how they make new neurons in the adult, how they regenerate their retina, and understand the biology, understand this problem in these organisms, and hopefully one day be able to apply it to humans. Essentially, learning from nature how to help the retina heal itself. And I'll end by saying that with the generous support of donors through the foundation, we'll actually hopefully one day make this dream of mine and many others a reality. And so for that, I'm very deeply grateful. And thank you for your time. Okay.